Pets Duel. Cats vs. Dogs Intelligence Challenge. The age-old dispute over whether dogs or cats are smarter has split pet owners for centuries, and scientific study has added fuel to the fire. According to certain research, there are biological differences in intelligence between cats and dogs. According to research, the cerebral cortex, the layer of the brain that controls processes like problem-solving and decision-making, has much more neurons in dogs than in cats. While dogs have approximately 530 million neurons in the brain on average, cats have just approximately 250 million, which is nearly half the amount seen in dogs. Though this research suggests that dogs are twice as bright as cats, a direct relationship between larger brain size and increased intellect has yet to be demonstrated. Regardless, dogs' higher neuron count is frequently used to assess their better intelligence. If you show any strong emotion in front of your cat, such as yelling violently, sobbing, or laughing, you may find that your cat frequently pauses and glances at you. They're probably attempting to figure out what's going on. Cats may not comprehend that crying indicates sadness or shouting indicates anger, but they will pick up on other cues from your body language and act accordingly. Reinforcement and pattern recognition are important here. Your cat will learn what kind of behavior to expect when certain emotions are shown. Social intelligence. Dogs have high social intelligence, which has been compared to human toddlers' mental capacities. According to research, dogs are self-aware and perform well in cooperative communication tasks. For thousands of years, cats have coexisted with humans in close quarters. Cats, unlike dogs, have antisocial ancestors, and humans have spent far less time aggressively turning them into companions. Cats, researchers reasoned, couldn't possibly share our brain waves in the same way that dogs do. However, research on dogs' social intelligence should be treated with a grain of salt. Though many people think of dogs as good subjects for social cognition study, cats are rarely examined in behavioral labs. Scientists first began studying cat behavior at the beginning of the 21st century, and little information on feline intelligence has surfaced. Some research implies that both dogs and cats have high levels of social intelligence. In one study, when members of both species competed in a test to find hidden food, they scored very similarly. However, due to a lack of research about cats' behavioral proclivities, knowledge of feline social intelligence remains limited. Let's dig a little deeper and compare these two pets' sense of social intelligence. Emotional intelligence. Dogs. Have you ever imagined that your dog can sense when you are unwell or sad? Your intuition was correct. Dogs use a number of cues to figure out how their favorite humans are feeling. They can detect changes in facial expressions and behaviors, as well as chemical alterations, thanks to their acute sense of smell. Your dog will acquire emotional maturity around the age of 1 to 1.5 years. Small dogs arrive sooner. Larger dogs may take a little longer. Your puppy has the emotional capacity of a 2 to 3-year-old human child at this point. That means they can experience joy, fear, wrath, and love. Researchers believe that canines can experience basic emotions such as joy, fear, love, sadness, and anger, and that they can sense these same emotions in their favorite humans. It is unclear whether dogs experience true empathy or instead respond to emotions of others without actually feeling them, a phenomenon known as emotional mirroring. Cats. Cats have sentiments, but they also know how to hide them. Part of this could be because our pet cats' ancestors were both predators and prey in the wild, and prey animals are notoriously discreet about their emotions. While cats may not be as eager to communicate their emotions as a happy-go-lucky golden retriever, they still experience all of the basic emotions that people do, including fear, rage, happiness, and sadness. Cats and humans have very similar emotional brains called the limbic system. Pet parents enjoy personifying their pets, but we cannot presume that cats' emotions are identical to human emotions. Cats have no language. So, when we are inside our thoughts, we use language to go through what is going on around us. It's primarily translated into rational thought by language, but because there's no language in other species, their thought processes cannot be as identifiable to them as they are to us. While cats may experience some of the same emotions as humans, such as happiness, we don't know for certain that they do it in the same way. In other words, if you pay attention, you can interpret your cat's emotions simply by glancing at her face. Hope you are finding information shared so far helpful. Please inspire us by hitting the like and subscribe button. It will really encourage us to do more. Thank you. And back to our video. 3. Intuition. We know that dogs are intelligent and that they can be taught desirable behaviors. But did you know that your dog may have instinctual intuition that he utilizes to engage with his humans? After years of research, scientists have concluded that our pets may have some mental capacities that we do not fully comprehend. You all think your pets are intelligent, but here are some startling abilities of these intuitive dogs and cats. Empathy. Dogs. Dogs can sense when humans are unhappy, depressed, or in pain. They will frequently approach, bow their heads to enable us to pet them, and wag their tail to express their appreciation. Dogs are excellent therapy dogs due to their apparent ability to understand when we need them. A good day can be made better by intuitive dogs. How do they know exactly what we're feeling? Experts say they can see it in our faces and have learned to understand our facial expressions. Cats. Cats understand human emotions, but their powers are relatively limited. Cats pick up on our basic facial expressions and voice tone. For example, kids can sense when we are upset but cannot comprehend why. Cat behavior and body language are two of the most prevalent ways that they communicate with other cats and people about how they are feeling and that they understand, to some extent, what we are feeling. Cats are more independent than dogs, hence observations and research are less prevalent. We now know that cats, like dogs, create close relationships with their pet parents. Cats are believed to have learned to interpret human emotions by observing various facial expressions. There have also been tales of cats taking on particular roles in the lives of autistic children, where the cat guards the child and treats them as if they were one of their own kittens. This would imply that they are capable of displaying empathy. Visual perception. Dogs. In an intriguing experiment, researchers placed dogs and people on opposite ends of the room, separated by short barriers. Except for one clear piece, the barriers were all solid. They then placed toys on the dog's side of the obstacles. When the human said, "Bring it here," to dogs who had been trained to respond to those words, the dogs always brought the toy behind the clear barrier. It seemed they understood that because that was the only toy that the human could see, it must be the one they wanted. When the human turned their back or went to the next room, the dog would pick any of the toys at random, evidently recognizing that the human was not gazing at one in particular. When their owner was there, many dogs would avoid food put out on a table since they knew they weren't authorized to touch it. They ate quickly once their master left the room. Cats. In one recent study, researchers in Italy gave cats and their owners a ribbon-covered fan. This was meant to be something the cats had never seen before that was new and unusual to them. When cat owners acted unfavorably toward the fan, the cats frequently flinched away from it, following their owner's lead. When the owners had a more neutral reaction, the cats usually looked from the owner to the fan and did not react. The cat's behavior appeared to shift in response to their owner's conduct, according to the researchers. Another new study, conducted by Nottingham Trent University researchers, questioned 3,000 cat owners and discovered that specific personality traits present in owners were also detected in their cats. This suggested that cats may resemble their owners' characteristics. Cats respond to humans who retain their look and stare them down. Many cats perform a slow blink. This is where they maintain our stare, then slowly close and reopen their eyes. This is regarded to be the cat equivalent of a smile or a kiss, and it indicates that your cat likes and trusts you. In conclusion, awareness of pets' emotions and personal reactions is essential in order to adopt better behaviors for personal development and to utilize realistic dog training strategies. In addition, if you are experiencing serious behavioral issues, you can seek expert assistance. As much as our pets make us happy, it is our responsibility to keep them happy, comfortable, and content. Thanks for watching. We will see you in our next video.